The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Maxwell Longman, certified English series, read by Pianut Nontesa. Chapter 24. The picnic has on the tracks. The first thing Tom had on Friday morning was a class piece of news. Science teacher, a family has come back to find him so Becky with a crowd of their schoolmates, and this delight was boundless when she told him that her mother had appeared the next day for the long delayed picnic. Invitations were shut out before, since Tom had moved up hurrying hung meal and of exchanging Bucky and the picnicker with the treasure the next day, but no signal come. By 10 o'clock the next morning, a great company had gathered at John's treasure, and everything was ready for a start. The children were put in charge of a few young teachers of the Sunday school, the first boss, and has been raised for occasions. Soon the joyful crowds carrying buckets of food rise up the main street. The last thing Miss Thatcher said to Bucky was, "Do not get back too late. She'll perhaps do better stay all night with some of the girls who live near the ferry landing. Then I will stay with Sophie's, perhaps." "Mamma," says Bucky. As Tom and Bucky hurried along, Tom said, I tell you what we do is this. Going to Miss Harper, we climb right up the hills and stay at window. Douglas, she have loving cracks, and she be so glad to him as. But what will Mamma say?" said Bucky. He distinctly, however, the window. Douglas, Caius, and Tom persuasions Tom's Bucky, and it was decided to say nothing to anybody about their now progress. Soon it's a course of Tom that might give the signal this very minute, but the signal did not come the minute before, so why should it any more quickly to come to mind? He determined not to allow himself to think of the box of money another time. That day, 3 miles below the town, the ferryboat was tied up at the mouth of a little wood where the crowds summoned again were arranged, and soon the forest echoed far and wide with shouting and laughter. Then came the destruction of the good things in the basket. After the feast, there was a reference race to its chest. Presently, somebody shouts, "Who ready for the cave?" Everybody was badly on candles were products, and once everyone began to climb up the hill, the mouth of the cave was high up. The highest size its muffled door stood, and buried inside was a small chamber as cool as an ice and well by nature, with shells limestone channels were lit, and the children made their way down the steep descent of the main path, which was not more than 8 or 10 feet wide. Then the center lies dynamic reveals the ancient roof overhangs every few steps over narrow passage branches up on inner heights, for the cave contained very great number of twinkling passages. No one knew the end of it. Most of the young men of the village know a small part of it, and it was not customary to go beyond this. The processions moved along the main events for about 3 quarters of a mile, and then children began to slip aside into rest passes and play hide and she's taking it out by surprise when the process joins again. Finally, one group after another come weathering back with this covered with clay and hidden drippings from heads to feet, and authority delighted with the success of the day. They were astonished to find that the sun had set. The bell has been calling for half an hour when the ferry boat with her merry passenger pushed into the river. Nobody cared after so for the was calm, but the captain asked what Iris watching when the ferry boat lies when gathering past. He has to noise on board, for the children were as quiet as people who are tired out usually are. The night was growing coolly and dark. 11 o'clock come and the inn lights were put out. Has waited a very long time, but nothing happens. Why not skip in up and go to bed? Acknowledged his ear. He springs into a doorway the next moment. Two Miss dressed by him and one seemed to have something under his arm. It must be that box. So they were going to remove that. The treasurer should you call some now. No, that would be surely the men would get away has and never be found again. He must follow. There was a short distance up the street leading to the driver's turn to the left up across streets. Then they went startled ahead until they come to the path that leads up Cardiff Hills. That they should have were up the hill. They passed the house of the old Welshman Mr. Jones and still climbed about where among the sailboats has shortened this distance. Now, for they would never be able to see him. He turned on for a time and then slowed down, feeling that he was getting too near them. He stopped and listened. He was about to spring on when a man cleared his throat, not fall, fist him. Hanks shot into his mouth, but he shuddered it again. He knew where he was within 5 steps of the fence around with no doubts around. Now there was a very low voice asking to coach her. Perhaps she has just there are lights elder. It's late. Yes, there must be just there. Better keep it up. Then this was the voice of the structure of the his house. Keep it up just when I'm about to leave this country forever. Never. I told you again, I don't want her money, but her bosom was the junk who had me thrown into prisons as a vagabond, and that is the illusions part of it. He had me half a hip. Her saw his pants lies at slave with all the town looking on. He died and escaped me, but she suffered for it. Oh, don't kill her. Don't do that. Kill? Who says anything about killing? When you want to take revenge on a pretty woman, you don't kill her. No, you go for her face and spill it with a knife. My good, that's keep your opinions to yourselves, my friend. You help me is your hesitation. I killed you. Do you understand? That's and if I have to kill you, I kill her and then nobody will know who done job. Well, the quicker we do it, the better. Now, and people there no runs until the lights are out. They are no hungry with infinite chaos step back little by little until to truth. That's the what's safe. That he flew like the wind. Down her wrist till he reached the watchman. He bends at the door and the heads of the old man and his son were thrust from window. Let me in, Mr. Joe. Quick, it's Huckleberry Finch. I tell you everything. Let him in, boys, and let's see what's the trouble is. Please don't tell anyone that I told you. Word has first words when he got it. Please don't. I like you, but the window been a good friend to me sometime, and I went to tell he must have something important to tell us or he would we have so said the old man speaks our hearts. I promise you that nobody there is ever tell. Have hurried Liz told them what he has our hearts, and a few minutes later the old man and his son were up the hill and tiptoeing towards the fence hut hidden behind a great rock. Listen, exactly, all of sudden there was the sound of shots and a cry has wait for no details. Hi, he this down the hill as fast as his legs could carry him.